Namaste. How is everybody today? Another day of gratitude. I'm happy to have you here with me for a little gentle stretching and breathing. Shout out to Coach Les Brown. I went and did his free seniors exercise class at the Bel Air yesterday morning, Wednesdays at 9. For 3 months they're doing a special free class for seniors, and he put me through my paces, so I'm feeling it in my quads. The front of my thighs are burning a little bit today, but thank you, Coach. I'm going to stretch it out and see if I can feel a little bit more loose. Hi, Ellis. Nice to see you. Namaste. So let's just sit comfortably and make sure your back is straight and put a smile on that face. Let the shoulders squeeze up and then drop them down. Squeeze them up as you breathe in. Let them come up by your ears. Breathe in. And exhale, just drop them down. Let them really sink down fast, like heavy weights dropping. Let's do that 3 more times. Breathing up. Dropping down. Hi, Annie. Breathe in. Lift the shoulders up. Squeeze it up. Exhale, drop them down. Morning, Audrey. Namaste, my friends. Nice to see you. Okay, so we're going to bring those, just the right shoulder up this time, and let it come in front and then in back. Over the top, in front and back. Breathe as you move. Breathe in and out and in and out. Over the top to the front, over the top to the back. Just one shoulder we're focusing on. Isolate that shoulder and make it have some nice fluid mobility. Breathe a lot. Relax. Let's try the other shoulder. Bring it over the top to the front, up and back. Over to the top and front and back. Keep breathing. Keep breathing, keep moving, keep smiling. Hi, Albina. Okay, so make sure your back is nice and straight. You're lifted through the spine, top of the head reaching up to the ceiling. Shoulders relax now. Just let everything be heavy in the shoulders. Think about letting your heart rise up. And just sit quiet for a moment and breathe. Feel the breath fill the body. Really expand the rib cage out as you inhale. Fill as much air into the body as you can. Your belly, your diaphragm, your chest, your throat, and even the sinus cavities of your head. Fill it all up. And then as you exhale, take it from the top. Exhale the head, the throat, the chest, the diaphragm. Last, we squeeze the belly in, forcing all the old air out. And start it again. Inhale. One more time, nice and slow. Keeping the spine really tall. Reaching up from your sitting bones. We're going to do a little bit of twisting around. So I'm sitting cross-legged. And that maybe is the best option. If it's not comfortable for you, you can have your legs out. That will also work. We're going to bring the left hand to the right knee and right hand to the ground behind your right hip. Keep tall through the spine. Look over your right shoulder. And just allow yourself to twist around and breathe lots of air into the base of the spine, the middle of the spine, into the back, upper back, and into the neck. You can think of wringing out a washcloth. Getting all that old toxin out, and then slowly unwind. Let's face forward, one hand to each knee, round the back, drop the head. Lift the face up, breathe in, sit tall, and let's twist around the other way. Right hand to left knee, look over your left shoulder, breathe deep into the base of the spine. Next breath, think about the middle, the waist area. And then come on up to the chest and the back, the upper back. And a breath for your neck. And then unwind, come face forward. Let's look down at our legs and relax the neck. Beautiful. Come back up nice and tall. And let's do it again, but we're not going to stay. We're just going to glance over the right shoulder and then swing all the way to look over the left shoulder. Take your time. Be gentle. Don't force anything. And lots of breathing. Feel your spine, like just loosen up. Fill your heart with gratitude. Yes, that's it. Take your time. And as you come forward this time, we're just going to twist the arms around and look over the shoulder behind you. Keep breathing. All right, now, slow it down, slow it down. Bring your right elbow in front and look over your right shoulder. So we're reversing. The shoulder and the chin are in opposition. They go against each other. Be gentle. Look left and right as you twist your shoulders around right and left. It's kind of confusing sometimes. They get a little turned around. Be gentle, be easy, and give it a rest. Let's start straightening out the legs. Straighten those legs out and give them a jiggle. Thanks, coach. I feel it. Quads are burning. Give them a jiggle. Give them a jiggle. All right. Stretch it out. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones if that helps you. Connecting your weight into the hip bones, into the earth. Flex your ankles. Let your toes point back towards your head and lift your hard shoulders. Go back and down. Tighten up your muscles in your legs. Lift the kneecaps, really flex the ankles as much as you can. And then relax, point the toes. Flex one ankle and point the other foot, and then change. Take a minute to breathe, and just feel the circulation get all the way to the tips of your toes. Hands to the thighs, reach for the ankles, bring your face close to your knees, and then come up. 10 times. Forward, fold down, and reach it up, breathe. Exhale down, inhale up. Let's reach and grab hold of the ankles or the heels or the toes. Wherever your hands grab is fine. Just grab a hold with strong arms and pull gently. See if you can get the lower back to flatten and you really feel a stretch in the hamstrings and hips. Look down at your knees so your neck is straight. Bring all your attention to straightening and flattening your lower back just above your tailbone. Pull against the length of your legs. Send your head, the top of your head, reaching for your toes. One more deep breath in, keep pulling. And relax. Walk your hands up your legs. And let's go ahead and slide down onto our backs. Knees are bent, feet are on the floor near the hips. And let's let the hands rest next to the hips, palms up. Okay, we're just going to tilt the pelvis and release. Tilt the pelvis, push the lower back down flat against the mat, and let it go. As you tilt your pelvis, squeeze your buttocks in, and then release. So we're really just rocking the pelvis, and maybe you even pick the tailbone up off the mat a little bit as you squeeze your buttocks and tilt as much as you can. A lot of motion in the lower back. And let's find the perfect place for your feet. We're going to pick the hips up. off the mat. Bring it into a bridge position. If you want, you can walk your shoulders together under your upper back, clasping the hands together under your tailbone and adjusting the location of your feet. If you did that, you can probably push your hips up a little higher than they were before. And let's do some strong breathing. Bring some oxygen into the deepest part of your belly. Inflate your belly big and round like a balloon, and then bellows it out, blowing through the lips. Keep squeezing the buttocks, keep pushing the pelvis up to the sky. Three more deep breaths in, keep squeezing it up. Excellent. Release your hands and reach straight up above your shoulders. Start to round the back down, upper back, middle back, lower back, and hips down. Knees to the chest, hands on the knees. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in. Bring your head up as high as you can to touch your forehead to your knees or somewhere close to it. Round your back. Make the space, the part of your body touching the mat, as tiny as possible. Make yourself into the tiniest little ball you can. Hold and breathe. And then slowly lay yourself back down. Reach the arms and legs up and circle the ankles, circle the wrists. Take a minute to just stretch. Beautiful deep breaths in and out. Let's go the other way around our circles. And wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, squeeze them in into a fist and spread them wide. In, breathe in. Exhale, explode out like fireworks. Spread the toes wide, spread the fingers wide. Breathe in, squeeze them into a strong fist. Exhale, spread them wide. 3 more times. In and out. In and out. In and out. Beautiful. Bring it down. Bend the elbows and knees. Bring it down and push it up. Down and up. Really strong, pushing up as if it's heavy, like a big slab of concrete is resting on your hands and feet. We're going to go 10 more times. Take your time. Really feel the strength of your arms and legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do a bicycle with the arms and the legs. Nice and slow. Very big. Stretching the arms forward and across. Stretching the legs up and down. Bicycle as big a circle as you can. Lots of strength here. Lots of breathing. And we're going to go backwards, backwards bicycle with the arms and the legs. Keep it going. All right, lay down the left side, left hand, left arm, leg down. Keep the right leg doing backwards bicycle, big and slow. Keep breathing. Three more times around. Slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and switch sides. Left side working, right side resting. Try not to let the right side sort of instinctively help. Especially the right arm likes to help because if you're like me, you're right-handed and it's just always involved in everything. Make it rest. Let the left side do all the work. Backwards bicycle, big and slow. Left side working hard. Right side resting. 3 more times. Slow it down. All right, lay it down. Good job. Rest for a moment. Take your breath. Let's reach the arms overhead and reach, make your body as long as you can. Stretch, luxuriate. And then relax. Take everything for a moment just to be heavy on the mat and total relaxation. That's your reward. Good job. All right, we're going to stretch the leg and bring that left leg up. Reach for the hands, grab the leg wherever your hands reach. Find your inclination and back to vertical. Bring it towards the face just a little bit and back. If your knee is bent, that's okay. Don't worry about it. As long as you feel a gentle stretch in the back of the leg, into the hips. Keep it gentle. Lots of breathing. We're going to stretch and release. Exhale as you stretch. Inhale as you release. And then bring the leg to a good spot for a stretch, wherever you feel like the stretch is most keen. Hold it right there. Keep breathing and try to just keep the leg to relax it. Let it stretch slowly on its own. Don't force it. And release. Let's give ourselves a little massage on the back of the leg up towards the hip and then back down towards the knee, all the way around the knee. And bend the knee, bring it down to the ankle. Give your calf a nice squeeze and release massage. And then the Achilles tendon at the back of the heel. And then reach into the arch of your foot, the soft tissue right in the middle, and give it some nice attention. And even rub the ball of the foot where the toes connect to the foot. And then grab the knee in your left hand, grab the foot in your right hand, and bring the hip in and out. Rock the baby. Keep rocking, keep breathing. I'm going to have to move away from the sofa here, but you know what's coming next. We're going to go into our gentle reclined spinal twist. So that knee is going to come across the body and lay on the ground or a pillow. Your left shoulder is reaching back for the floor, and you're probably either looking up at the ceiling or you're looking in the same direction as your bent knee, so you can really let go of all your tension. Focus on exhaling toxins out of your tailbone area. Relaxation is like layers of an onion. You think you're relaxed and then you realize there's another layer of tension inside, deeper down. This is your chance to really work through all those layers and release all that deep-seated, automatic, instinctual tension. We want to protect ourselves. But by doing that, we keep everything blocked, and therefore it's easy to hold on to toxins and waste products that really should be removed. Breathe them out right now. Just let a nice sigh out. Take a minute to scan through the whole body. Is there any place that's talking to you? Any pain, any tension, any sensitivity, any hurt? Wherever you feel that spot, just send it some love. Breathe in some fresh energy air with the love that you send and let it heal. We don't want to hate any part of our body, even if it gives us pain. Just like you wouldn't want to hate any child in your family. If they're expressing that they're in pain, you wouldn't give them love. Awesome. That's really, really nice relaxation there. Let's roll onto our back and do another long body stretch. Arms overhead. Expand your rib cage out. Breathe in and release. Relax. Let's stretch the other leg now. Bring the right leg up. Reach with your hands. Grab wherever your hands reach and find your gentle stretch towards the face and back to vertical against your range of motion's edge and back into your easy zone. Exhale as you squeeze in. Breathe in as the leg moves away from the chest. How we doing, guys? Stay with me. Stretch and breathe. Keep your gratitude in check. Don't judge that body. Love it, appreciate it, be grateful for every breath, every movement. All right, let's find our edge. Stay right there for a static stretch. Keep breathing. Stretch it a little bit deeper if you want to right now. We've been patient. It might go a little deeper. Be gentle. And then release and give yourself a massage. Let's start at the hamstrings and the back of the thighs. Squeeze and release. Work your way up towards the hip. And then back down towards the knee, all the way around the knee. Give special attention to your calf muscle, pumping the lymphatic fluids through the whole body every step you take. Every flex of that muscle, it has its own little job to do for us. Give us some appreciation. And let's go down to the Achilles tendon. Squeeze the heel a few times and into the soft tissue in the arch of the foot. And into the ball of the foot. Toes. Grab the heel in your left hand, the knee in your right hand. Rock the baby. Spring the knee across the front of the body and over to the side. Beautiful. Everybody knows how to rock a baby. That's automatic with being a human being. Whether you've had a child or not, you still know how to hold a baby in your arms. Give them a little bit of swinging motion across the body. All right, let's bring the knee all the way over to the floor or to a pillow and roll the shoulder back, reaching for the floor behind you. Face looks up at the ceiling or along the same direction as your bent leg. And examine each area of your spine from tailbone to neck. Ask each section, are you 100% relaxed? Wait for the answer. If you're not 100% relaxed, then you've got a little job to do. The job is to relax. 100%. If you can't, And you've got another little job to do. You have to figure out why. Why can't you relax? Allow your consciousness to travel through the body, inspecting, assessing, and sending love. Messages of love and comfort. Before you come out of this gentle spinal twist, let's do 3 deep restorative breaths in through the nose, out through loose lips. Don't be in a hurry to take that next breath. Have a moment of rest before you inhale again. Let's roll onto our back whenever you're ready. One more long body stretch, just like you just woke up from a wonderful sleep. Oh, yes. And we're going to bend the knees. Place the heels medium close to your hips. Reach the hands up to the ceiling. Bring the head off the mat. And squeeze the belly in. Lift the torso up. One slow sit up. Come on, you can do it. Reach up, bring the body up. Hands to the knees, rock back onto your tailbone, chin to your chest. Come up, arch the back, send your chest way up, sternum up, chin up, breathe in. Exhale, round it back, chin to your chest. And if you want, you can pick your toes up so that your heels are still on the ground, but you can flex those ankles. And chin to the chest, sit way back on your tailbone, arms are straight. Bend the elbows, bring the chest up, lift your chin, lift your sternum, shoulders back and down, breathe in. And one more time, slink it back. Toes up, squeeze those ankles. Beautiful, let's come up to boat pose, balance on the tailbone. The shins, the lower leg is more or less parallel to the ground. Ankles are flexed. Let go your knees if you can. Balance, hold it, breathe. And let's do a little bit of a crunch. Bring the toes to the fingers, opposite sides, and over 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to boat pose, hold it and breathe. If you want to try straightening your legs, you can try that. And then we're just going to come back to a seated position. Let's put the legs out a little bit. Not a big, wide straddle, just a little wider than your shoulders. Sit tall, relax your arms, let your hands rest palm up. Let the chin drop down to the chest. And move your chin along your collarbone to the right, back to the middle slowly, to the left, back to the middle slowly. Moving the chin left and right along the collarbone, feeling the neck stretch. Be gentle, don't force anything. Your neck is so sensitive. But a little bit of movement is so helpful. Let's see if we can bring the chin up over the shoulder each time we come to the end of our traverse. Drop it down, down in front, other way, and lift at the end. So it's sort of like water sloshing back and forth in a tub. Slosh it up, down, slosh it up the other side, down. Let's go back and forth like water sloshing in a tub. Up, and up, up, and up, and back down to the middle. Let your head drop. We're going to bring the left hand across to the outside of the right thigh and the right hand across to the outside of the left thigh. Grab a hold and then relax the arms. Hopefully they stay there. And as you drop your head forward, you should feel a nice stretch in the upper back. Keep that position with your head. Just take your right hand, the top hand, and slide it underneath the other arm so that you tie the knot the other direction. Keep resting the head forward. You can round your back and slump your shoulders and really investigate that tension release that's going on in your upper back, lower neck. Slowly stack the vertebrae up, and let's bring the fingers to the shoulders. Circle the elbows. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Up and down. Let's go the other way. All right, reach forward and back. Elbows back, fingers forward. Three more. Let the hands rest, and we're going to reach both hands to the left ankle. Bring the body over the left leg, nose to the knee, and maybe even your right hand to the outside of your left ankle. And then hands to the floor, push yourself up. We're going to go to the right side now. Both hands reaching for the right ankle, nose close to the knee. And you may even want to bring your left hand to the outside of your right ankle. Hands to the floor, push yourself up. Let's see if we can get these legs a little wider. A full straddle, which is different for everybody, so don't compare yourself to me, because I am usually pretty flexible, just naturally so. Yoga helps, but everybody's different, so just work with your own flexibility. Bring the legs out to the side. Okay, we're going to bring the body over. Think about bringing your ear closer to the knee, reaching your fingers towards your ankle or heel or toes, and allow the other arm to reach up and over. Feeling a gentle stretch from hip bone through the side body where the ribs are here on the side, the armpit, even the elbow and the hand and the wrist. Relax your neck. Your neck doesn't need to stress out just because you're sideways. And then slide the hand up the leg, bring the body up, and let's go the other way. Over we go. Ear close to the knee. Not much of a picture on the camera right now, I see that, but I'm not going to be able to move very easily to adjust it, so we'll just live with this. And slide the leg up. Here I am, I'm back now. Okay, let's bring the hands together and bow the head. The back is straight, shoulders are down. We're going to lift those hands right overhead, bring them up, stretch up, breathe in. Tall as you can, tall, 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 sitting way up on your tailbone. You may want to pull the flesh away from the sitting bone so you can really push down in order to lift up. At the same moment you can't see, but let's flex the ankles. Reach up, flex the ankles, stretch up, breathe in. And exhale, bring the hands right in front of your hips on the floor, bend the elbows, and come up. Find that perfect place to place your hands for you. And it's almost like doing a push-up kind of a move. You're bringing the face down and bringing the face back up. Exhale and inhale. Stretch and breathe. Be careful. Don't push past any limits. Don't force anything. That inner thigh is sensitive. Let's see if we can hold it down at a good spot to feel the stretch. You may choose to go on your elbows. We're going to hold it for 30 seconds down here. I'm looking at the clock. Keep breathing. Feel the stretch. Release. Relax. Breathe. Halfway there. And then push halfway back, and let's walk both hands over to the right side. One hand on either side of the knee. Bow your head over your knee. Forehead or nose to the knee. If you want, you can reach for your foot or your toes. Beautiful. Hands to the floor. Push yourself halfway up. Walk back to the middle and do some more push-ups, push-downs, whatever it is. Down and up. Carefully down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Let's hold a good position, maybe down on the elbows. Relaxing through the inner thigh. Feel the stretch in the lower back, in the hips. Almost there. Hands to the floor, halfway up. Go to the left side now. One hand on either side of the knee. Bow your head over your knee. Hands can reach for the ankle or foot. Stretch gently. Hands to the floor. Push yourself halfway up. Let's come back to the middle for our final forward fold, straddle fold. Find your most extreme position that you're willing to hold for 30 seconds. Here we go. Breathing as we hold, relaxing through the hips. Breathe slow and full. Halfway there. All right, hands to the floor and walk back in. Let's bring the feet in. Place the soles of the feet together, and you can let your knees sink down. If your knees are not able to do that, you can put a pillow or yoga blocks under the knees, allowing yourself to have a straight back. You're sitting on your tailbone. Connect your weight to the earth through those bones. And hands touching your toes. Look down, make sure each toe is lined up with its partner and the heel is connected. And press a little bit with the toes and the heel. Let the knees sink. Lift the heart, hands prayer pose. Take a moment to close the eyes and feel the energy in the body circulating around like an infinity symbol. Through the legs, through the arms, through the hands, through the toes, through the fingertips. Let's lift the fingers up overhead, breathing in. Exhale, bring it down to the heart, bow the head, and keep the back straight. Sitting quiet before our next breath in. I'm going to be quiet for a moment and let you really tune into yourself. Inhale, up the fingers, exhale, bring it down. Keep the back straight, bow the head, and sit quiet for a moment before you breathe in. Listen to your body's request for that next breath. And notice where it comes from. Beautiful. Let's bring the knees up. Wrap your arms around your legs and tuck your head into that little cave between your chest and your knees. Just close your eyes and rest for a moment. Travel through your imagination. Explore the patterns that you see in your mind. Wonderful. Let's come up into the hero pose. We're going to be on our shins and the top part of the feet. If this doesn't work for you, put a pillow either under your feet or behind the knees. That's different variations that you can be in. We're going to sit on the heels and the front of the thighs is parallel. Lift through the spine, shoulders down, and let your arms just hang all the way down to the floor. Sit here for a moment and find your balance. Close the eyes. I'm going to keep the hands here next to the feet, next to the ankles, and bow the head down towards the knees. And lift up, breathe in. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. I'm going to do that about 10 times. Allowing the torso to really feel its strength. If you find this is difficult for you, put your hands by your knees so you can push a little bit to bring yourself up. If you find your body is strong enough to do it, it's a great exercise for connecting breath with movement and strengthening the core. Slow it down. It's not meant to be fast, it's meant to be very slow. Three more, very slow. Very good. Okay, we're going to come up onto the toes here. Turn the toes under. This is that spicy pose that really challenges us. Turn your little toes to face forward in case they got stuck pointing backwards. And we're going to bring the arms out, cross the elbows, find your eagle position, wrapping the arms, lift as you breathe in, sink as you exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 3 more times, up and down. and up, and down, and up, down. Open the arms out. Clasp your fingers behind your tailbone, straighten the arms, squeeze, release. Wrap your elbows the other direction, eagle arms up and down. If your toes are talking to you and you just can't stand it, you can come up to this position, let your feet rest. But let's try and keep ourselves challenged. Up and down breathing, 3 more times. Up and down. Yes. 2 more times. Okay, last time. And down, release, arms out. Clasp your hands behind your tailbone, straighten those arms, squeeze. All right, come off of the toes, wiggle the toes a little bit, wiggle the ankles, circle them around, and then sit back down. We're going to put the hands by the feet again. Sit quiet. And let your hands walk 1 step back. See if you can lift your hips off your ankles, stretching the front of the quads. You may need to open your knees just a little bit. See if you can come up into camel pose, drop the head back. Awesome, good job. Let's try a little bit of a pigeon pose. And I'm just adjusting my mats, they tend to move around a little bit. So we're on hero pose. Let's come to a table position. Let's do cat and cow a few times. Arch and sway. Arch and sway. Push away with your hands. Make yourself strong through the shoulders and arms. Connect your fingertips down into the mat, your thumb and your fingertips pushing down, strengthening the wrist. Really arch up, tucking the tailbone under as you drop your head. Sway down, lifting the tailbone up, lift the top of your head up, push away with your arms. Keep breathing, keep moving. All right, now back to table, and as promised, we're going to do the pigeon. So be gentle with yourself. Bring the knee forward, up between the arms, between the hands, and sink down onto the front of the back thigh, pushing that hip down. If you need, you can put a pillow under your hip to support yourself a little bit. And allow the shoulders to arch back. Lift your sternum, lift your chin, lift your forehead. 3 deep breaths in and out, nice and slow. All right, see if you can shift your weight to one wrist and then the other. And then if you want, you can bow the head down to the floor by your knee and relax your hands back by your hips and find yourself in sleeping pigeon. I could stay there for a while, but I guess I have to come back up. Lift the top of the head up, breathe in. And let's go back to table, back onto 4 good strong supports, the knees and the hands, arch and sway. Arch and sway. Oof, yes, arch and sway. Any speed is perfect, whatever feels good to you right now. All right, let's come back to table. Slide that left knee up between the hands. and sink back onto the front of your thigh on your right side. This heel can be close by the hips or out to the side, depending on how you feel about it. Press against your hands, lift the sternum, lift the forehead, breathing in and out slowly and fully. If you do this stretch now and then, you'll find pretty soon that you actually crave it. It's strenuous at first, but then it becomes quite luxurious. Let's begin to rock slowly on our hands, one side and then the other, left and right. Allow the hips to really sink down and shift around. Awesome. Let's do the sleeping pigeon. Bring the head down, hands go palm up by the hips, and just collapse forward. And then when you're ready, we'll come back up, arch up, face up, breathe in. And put some weight on your hands and bring the knees back into position. We're going to go into downward dog next, so let's get nice and strong on the mat. Strong fingertips, down, pushing down, strong arms. Turn the toes under, lift the tailbone up, drop the head, downward dog. Just hold it for a moment, really feel the stretch. Make it yours. Make it your downward dog. Stretch and breathe. Think about trying to drop your head between your arms down towards the mat, relaxing the neck. All right, let's take a step forward and then another step forward and bring the weight to the feet. Feet are a little wider than the hips, just a hair wider than your hips. Allow your torso to hang from your waist. If you want, you can crisscross your arms at the elbows so you can really just hang like a rag doll. Legs can be micro bent or very bent or almost straight, but I don't recommend letting your knees lock backwards. Keep the legs a little bit active. Think about your head being like a bowling ball on the end of a rope. Just let it go, let it hang, 100% gravity. And then we're going to bring the hands down to the feet, fingers right over the toes. Keep that head heavy, let it hang. Put your hands on your ankles. Grab hold of your ankles. Bend your knees a little bit. Take a step forward. Woo! Take a step backwards. Step forward, a step backwards. A step forward, a step backwards. All right, stretch the hands down in front of the feet, fingers mimicking the toes, pointing forwards. Allow the arms and shoulders to be hanging. Allow the head to be hanging. Take a breath in and just let everything go. Now let's walk the hands over to the outside of the left ankle, the left foot. Walk your hands over to the outside of your right foot. Walk them back to the left, swing them over to the right, swing them over to the left, swing them over to the right. 3 more times. Take your time. And then back to the middle. We're going to bend the knees halfway down to a chair. Hands to the knees. Push against your knees and round your back. Round the back. Push back at the middle of the back. Walk up your thighs. Find yourself standing. Woo! We've been down on the floor 55 minutes at least, so take a minute to just feel yourself standing. Let your blood remember how to flow uphill. If you feel dizzy, sit. Don't take a chance on getting lightheaded and take a fall. All right, let's find ourselves just standing. Stand tall. Think about the top of your head being like a balloon that floats up into the sky. Just let it go up. Let's tuck the tailbone under. Make sure your feet are pointing forwards, toes pointing forwards, heels under the hips. Good foundation. Strong feet. Tuck that tailbone under, lift the sternum, arms hang, top of the head up. Breathe. Take one step wider, just a little wider than your hips. Turn the toes just a little bit out. Bend the knees down, and let's get a strong belly, like you expect somebody to hit you. You're framed, you're firm and prepared. Yeah? Tighten up the belly. Bend the knees, sink down, and let's do some punching. Punch, 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 punch. Breathe. Pick the pace up. Slow it down. Spread the feet out a little wider. Toes point out a little bit more. Bend the left knee and place your hand on that knee. The right leg can be kind of loose. Not so much weight on the right leg. Bring the right arm up. So make a fist like right at your armpit. Elbow goes way back. Push it forward like you're sawing a log, and we're going to really bring the elbow back just as firmly as we push forward. Sawing a log. Lots of breathing. Let's change sides. All right, stand tall again. Find your mountain pose. Ankles under the hips. Tuck your tailbone under. Arms up to the top. Reach up, breathe in. Pick a mango out of the tree with your right hand and then with your left. Shift your weight on your feet, left and right. Stretching up, stretching up, stretching up, stretching up. Keep it going. Enjoy the stretch. Breathe. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's just roll the shoulders, bend the knees, scoop up some air and breathe it in. Roll the shoulders up, back, down, and push the air down to your heels. Bring it in. Scoop it up in front. Shoulders up, shove it down. One more time. Breathe it in. And push it down. And we're going to just return to a seated position here for our last few minutes together before the top of the hour. So thank you once again. I'm so grateful for each of you giving me purpose to my life, having a little bit of time with you for connection, spiritual, physical, emotional, and I just hope everybody's doing well. I'm sending you all my love, all my peace. If you're on St. Martin and you want to join me for a live in-person session at Joga, I'm there Saturday mornings at 7:30. And lately it's been a nice small group, which is great. They like you to bring your own mat, and it does cost $15 for the hour session. But we need to support the local businesses, so if you can manage it, I know it's really tough, but try. And in the meantime, I send you all my love, peace, health, and happiness. Namaste.